Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Joliet, Illinois, the site of Chicagoland Speedway, and tonight's running of the Victory Fuel Cup Series, Chicagoland 250 here on Full Throttle Television. My name's Brody, and of course in the booth with me is Tony Solari. And Tony, we are in your old stomping grounds, Chicago. Some Chicagoland Speedway action, some fast and furious racing going on here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you said Joliet, because it's not pronounced Joliet, because there's nothing jolly about it. And this track, a couple weeks ago was covered in weeds. Right now, it's probably really covered in snow, and here we are, and it's clean. Wow, they did a great job. And the sun's out, something we haven't seen here in Chicago in a couple of days.
They have cleaned things up. Of course, like you said, it's covered in snow right now, a little cool temperatures, but we are racing in iRacing in the Sims, so we don't have to deal with that yet. I guess we have rain, we don't have snow, so we're not going to have to deal with any snow flurries here tonight. We got some great racing action on tap, though, here at Chicagoland. Man, some great racing action happens here around the Chicagoland Speedway. It is a multi-groove track. You can run up the track, you can run on the bottom, you've got options, and the ends of the corners, 1 and 2 is a lot different than 3 and 4. And when we got that curved backstretch, just makes this track so unique.
It is. It's like a big ovally circle kind of a thing, and I know it's a fan favorite. At least, a lot of people like this more than the street course. And, we were just here a couple of months ago as well, and I know a lot of the drivers as well. They just love coming here because, like you say, it's got that double line. You got places to go. The track is fairly wide, too, and it gives you that little, that curved radius on the back straight is not a bad thing. I mean, something different. You're always turning here.
Yeah, it is kind of a unique track, a unique mile and a half, and the drivers really do love this. Not only can you run different lines, but you have different options in the corners where you can run, but it just puts on some great racing. Even with this next-gen car, they can really move around the track, use different parts of the track, use momentum as opposed to, shorting the course. We see some of the guys right now, even in qualifying, running towards the wall. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll look at our track description here tonight for Chicagoland. And again, you see the shape of the track. Your typical mile and a half till you get to the backstretch, and you got to keep turning all the way down to the backstretch a little bit. And that could catch some guys out too. Talk about trouble spots. Turn 2, get in the wall. That's always something. And then down the backstretch, just remembering that it is curved. When you're trying, some of the guys try to side draft. You get too close, and they have to make that turn. It just makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah, definitely. Survival, as always, and especially around here as well. So, especially in Chicago, you gotta survive around here. But yeah, you gotta just be clean with it tonight. And looks like we got a really good group of guys out here. I'm showing 32 drivers right now, so that's a pretty good field. A couple weeks before Christmas, and again, yeah, like you said, and I know a lot of drivers actually like this track. I actually like running this track as well, so it's going to be great to see them come back and actually clean it up for real next year when we get into the spring season, I assume.
Yeah, for sure. We're looking at the points for the D season, too. We had a change at the top of the points last week. Nick Alfred retakes the points lead by only 1 single point over Tyler Harrison. Still really close. Tim Wortman had a little bit of an issue last week, but he's still in the top 3 right there, clearly within stretching distance. As a matter of fact, our top 5 are under 10 points. Actually, so our top, it's really close in points right now as well, as we are, 3 races into a 9-race season. Short season, but a lot of guys are in contention.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I know top 5 are all within 10 points, but if you go to the top 10, they're all within 20 points. That's really, and with 32 drivers out here tonight, that can change tonight. With some of these drivers. I mean, they can make big headways. And yeah, 3 races in, that's still pretty decent, little mix-up. But this is where you got to start thinking. If you're outside of that top 10, or if you're even in the 5 through 10, you got to make something happen tonight. You don't want to get too buried behind, because as the short season gets shorter, it's your chances for doing anything good here is going to be nil.
Well, only 9 races. Every race matters in the points. Here's our schedule. Chicago tonight. We got Auto Club coming up next week. And then Nashville, Texas, Dover, and Homestead. Quite a mix of tracks, but a lot of mile-and-a-half tracks as well, or similar to mile-and-a-half tracks. Nashville, I kind of throw it in there, but it's not really. It's a little bit shorter. And then, of course, Dover is completely unique in itself. But definitely a lot of cool races coming up. But before we can even think about that, We got to get tonight's race started. We'll throw it over to our starting lineup for the Chicagoland 250. On pole tonight in Chicagoland is going to be the number 28. That is Bob Fitzpatrick Jr. sporting a new number. He's put it on pole. On his outside pole is newcomer Justice Murphy in the number 16 Ford. Starting P3, the 33, a lot of threes right there. Ben Tracy going to start in third position, and starting fourth beside him is the 14. That is Lane Allen. Starting P5 in the number 41, that is Trevor Earhart. And to his outside, the 48, that is Jamie Knopf. Our points leader right now, the 98 of Nick Alford, will roll off P7. And on the outside of him will be the 03, that is Brian Dixon. Starting ninth in the famous 43 will be Lewis Meglin in his Chevrolet. And to his outside, rounding out your top 10, is going to be the Toyota number 65 or 68 of Carter Lenz.
All right. Starting 11th, you have Tyler Harrison. Starting 12th, you have Matthew Robertson, our winner of last week. Starting 13th, you have Ryan Huff. Starting 14th, Richie Coy. 15th, Parker Johnson. 16th, Alexander Hodge. 17th, Trevor Keith. 18th, Victor Fluger. Kevin Ruff is in 19th. J.C. Evans, 20th. Julio Villalobos, 21. Tim Wortman Jr., 22. Brandon Fairplace, 23. Jonathan Atkins, 30. Well, a lot of these guys didn't take a time. So 24 is Wyatt Huntley. 25 is Nick King. 26 is T.J. Bartel. Wayne Grossi, 27th. James Satori, 28th. Shad Kern, 29th. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., 30th. Mason Hoffmer, 31. And then Jonathan Atkins, 32 at the very tail end of the field.
All right, as I start rolling off the grid here, I'm going to get one warm-up lap. A lot of interesting names towards the top. Bob Fitzpatrick, I expect him to be a challenger tonight. Trevor Earhart trying to bounce back from last week. You got Jamie Knopf up there in the 6th spot. Good to see him up towards the top 10. And then you got some guys at the back, too, that you would usually see towards the front. Nick King back there in 26th right now. The 11 of Matthew Robinson, he performed really well last week. Actually got the win.
Yeah, well, Matthew and Nick King are actually receiving end-of-line penalties to start this race. So they're going to have to kind of work their way through the field. Along with, we had two other drivers as well, Parker Johnson and Kevin Ruff also.
Yeah, you got Brandon Fetterplace. We'll have to watch him. He starts in 19th. Tim Wortman Jr. in 18th. So this guy's marred in the middle of the field. I look for them to move towards the front, as well as Trevor Keith and Richie Coy up in 10th. So some of the guys to kind of keep an eye on and watch and see if they can climb their way back towards the front, as we saw last week that Fetterplace was able to do that pretty successfully.
Yeah, well, we got a couple guys that are missing too from last week, and then a couple guys came back as well. So it's going to be fun tonight. Here we go.
All right, pace car is going to peel off. We're going to get this thing started. Bob Fitzpatrick leading them down. Justice Murphy on the outside, waiting for the green. There it is. Green flag is out, and we are underway here in Chicagoland.
No hemming and hawing yet. Thank God.
All right, down into turn one, Fitzpatrick leads. Trevor Earhart, Nick Alford in the third. Your points leader, Justice Murphy, in fourth right there. A couple of your points guys. And then it's 2x2 on back.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a grouping there. It looks like they're around 10th place. Big gaggle of cars right now. Everybody's just trying to get sorted out. You know, with cold tires too, especially with this car, you kind of want to relax a couple of laps. You let the car kind of get to you, see what it's going to look like in traffic. When you get a little of that practice traffic, you don't get it. You know, you never get the race conditions until the race starts.
You said relax, and they go 3 out into turn one there for about 9th place. So,
but they singled out though. It looks like they've actually singled out quite a bit.
Carter Lenz looking for a place to go there on those two up front. Meanwhile, up front, Fitzpatrick is pulled away a little bit from Earhart, who's under pressure from Nick Alford.
Well, yeah, and this is going to be one of those tracks too where we're going to see, especially like you mentioned, we got a lot of mile and a half. So the guys that are going to be strong here tonight. We're going to be seeing them kind of popping back up future races.
Who's that in the grass? Jamie Knopf. Spins off turn 2. And able to, I think, to keep it off the wall. We stay green. He keeps it straight.
Yeah, wow. Like you were saying too, yeah, he got a little too tight. He had a car that was outside, kind of braked a little bit, and
Oh, Trevor Keith in trouble in turn 1. Slides sideways, keeps it straight though, keeps it going. We stay green so far as he's trying to get back up to speed down the backstretch. Oh, we got another car slow. Is that Hodge? Alexander Hodge. Slow off turn 2.
Yeah, Hodge actually got a piece of the 15 on the 15 slide. I'm backtracking. I'm behind time right now. Just looking at what happened here. Yeah, man, Alexander had a hit him hard from in the rear there. Not too good. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get that thing fixed up.
He actually had to stop and tow. So he stopped in the grass, so there was no caution.
Yeah. It looked pretty bad.
Back up front, they're starting to close up just a little bit. Trevor Earhart now in the second, starting to close in on Bob Fitzpatrick a little bit. Nick Alford in third, and then Justice Murphy, and then the battle for fifth. Really tight between Lewis Meglin and Carter Lentz, and that's the kind of group they've kind of pulled away from everybody else.
Yeah, you know, and I'm kind of, I don't know, with Robert right now, we know Robert likes to save tires. And, you know, we saw him extend that one stage, 70 laps. He even had 3 in the tank, too. So he knows how to save out there. And I almost wonder if he didn't want to get too far out there. He's kind of letting these guys come to him, but he's still on that save strategy a little bit. He's got to stay for 45, so he's just got to be able to make it there. And I don't know. We'll see if he turns on the speed here in a little bit.
That's a good point.
He's looking pretty strong, though.
Oh, Wyatt Hunley, trouble off turn 2 as well. Slams the inside wall. Stops in the grass, but we stay green.
Wow. This is almost like our Tuesday night race where we were at the National Super Speedway. We've seen a lot of guys spin, and cautions were just not being thrown for whatever reason.
Grass down the bottom.
Yeah.
We don't have to slow the we don't have to slow the pace and send out the crews to check on the drivers.
Yeah. Very true. Alexander Hodge has this. His night is over. That's unfortunate.
Kevin Ruff hits pit road.
Yeah, and he just said that was fun. So I wonder if he might call it. Now I know not everybody likes this track, but I know there are quite a few drivers that do like it. But you got an ill-handling car, and it's too greasy out there. You just, I don't know. Oh man, Kevin had a
battle for the lead. Bob Fitzpatrick under fire. Trevor Earhart on the top. Bob Fitzpatrick on the bottom as they race off into turn 1 and 2. Off of turn 2, Bob's in front. Trevor's got that run down the back.
I had to go back to go see what happened to Kevin. Maybe you want to even check that out. He got into the back of JC Evans. Turn 2 in lap 8. Man, that
got one off the pace. Justice Murphy off the pace off turn 4. Oh, we got Trevor Earhart sideways trying to battle for the lead. Gets loose on the bottom. Saves it, but goes through the grass, loses all this track position as he's trying to battle Fitzpatrick there.
Wow. He's got a little damage on his front nose, too, so I don't know where that came from.
Pushing a little too hard there.
Oh, he tapped the wall a little bit. Yeah, coming out of... no, coming out of 2 when he was trying to make that. Like I said, I'm behind. I'm all caught up now.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff going on out there.
I know. That's why I had to go back and look at some of this stuff. Like I say, yeah, Kevin Ruff had a little incident with J.C. Evans in the 09, and unfortunately, yeah, that's where Trevor fell back to, where JC's at right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing popped up on our screen for us to look back at that, but they're actually catching the 15 of Trevor Keith here. Oh, we got Lane Allen involved in a wreck back there with another. Oh, and he gets T-boned by Mason Hoffner, I believe. Victor Pfluger involved as well.
think Matthew Robinson got involved in that as well, if I'm not mistaken.
He must have. He is smoking heavily.
Thought I saw that green machine get in there.
Well.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Let's go back and look at our best one tire and auto carry instant replay to see what brought out the first caution of the night. Coming off. Let's see. That's the wrong driver there. Let's that up. Oh, it doesn't look good from there either. Lane Allen gets loose off turn 2, saves it, tries to save it, gets on the apron, and it turns back right across the track. Oh, and right into the path of Victor Fluger there. And then, is that the 11 that T-boned him?
Yep. Yeah, actually, Lane got T-boned twice.
Yeah.
But one on each side. Wow. And yeah, unfortunately, Matthew he hit him square.
Let's run on board with Robinson here. See what happened here with Matthew. Sees the smoke off turn 2. Goes to the apron. Just chooses wrong. car in his path.
Yeah. That's sad.
See how Victor Fluger got involved in this. He sees smoke. Oh, and then he comes back across. Stays in the gas. Oh.
Yeah, Matthew had he had a pretty good smoke show in front of him too, so I don't even know if he had proper visibility until he got close enough to see where these were. And when you're already going that fast, just nowhere to go.
Is that our winner from last week? The 11?
Matthew won last week. Yep.
So, penthouse to the outhouse, as I would say.
Well, we were talking about points, and he got a win last week, so he was starting to move up in the points. I believe he was in that top 10, and now unfortunately he's out for the night. And this is where sometimes that point deficit starts to get a little too steep. So you gotta.
Well,
that's unfortunate. Yeah. Wow.
Let's go back and look and see what happened to Trevor Earhart fighting for the lead here. Coming up turn 2. You'll see him get loose right there on the bottom. Tries to save it, goes across. He doesn't correct back up in the track like the 14 did. He just rides through the grass, takes his medicine, keeps it straight and keeps going. He's got a car to fight with at least, but he lost a lot of spots in doing so.
Yeah, he did tap that wall, so he just got a little bit of damage, but he was able to save it through that grass, which is really an easy feat to do. So maybe the curved backstretch actually helped him there, give him a little bit more room.
All right, well, they are 2x2 getting ready to go back green. Bob Fitzpatrick and Nick Alford up front, a couple of our points battlers from earlier this season or earlier this year. But this guy's really quick. We'll see who gets the edge here. Carter Lenz, Lewis Meglin, Tyler Harrison, your top 3. Richie Coy up to 6th. You got Brandon Fetterplace up to 7th. How you manage that?
Wow. Yeah, that's a mover.
16 spots. And then Tim Wortman right there with him as well, who's gained 14 spots. So,
and Julio right behind them, too. So, yeah.
He's up 12 positions. So, yeah. Definitely some movers and shakers back there. Let's see what happens. Hopefully they don't shake something loose here. As the pace car is going to peel off, we're going to go back green flag racing after our first caution of the night. Bob Fitzpatrick leads them down. Green flag is out, and we are off and running once again. Again, racing a lap 45 for our stage.
Well, Robert got a great jump out of that sail. Let's see how much of a lead he'll pull away before these guys see too. I had a look too. Wayne Grossi as well started 27th. He's up to 11th too. Going back to the bottom. Nick King too. He had a pit road or he had a EOL and started 25th up to 12th. So we got a bunch of guys.
Some tight racing back there for about 7th on back as they come off the corner. They all kind of came into the same location. Really tight racing there back here. Just a little bit off the corner.
Yeah, it looks like Richie gave him a little bit of room. All right, the 6 is pitting, so James Torgan.
So we got it's bouncing off the wall on 4 as well. Tory down pit road.
Well, they've kind of singled up, filed out now, and it usually takes about a lap or two. Right? And I know there is an upper and lower groove here, but everybody does like road that lower groove. Sometimes you get that car on the outside when the rum goes, but right now everybody likes that low lane.
I tell you
We're
what.
going to see the track change because it's going to get night at some point.
That's running the wall back there. Nick King? No, he's on the bottom. Was that Wayne Grassi? Somebody has a yellow car. There's a lot of yellow cars out there. So
that may be Justice Murphy. Yep, 16.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe Trevor Earhart.
Oh, he's going to lose now.
Oh, the 16 around. Justice Murphy spins.
Man, I don't think, I don't know who that was below him, the 67. Let's try to sneak it in there. And
Parker Johnston.
Wow. And look who he spun right in front of, the 41.
My goodness. Caution number 2 out already here tonight at Chicagoland. Let's go back and see what happened in our Best One Tire and Auto Care instant replay here coming off turn 2. Just like we've seen so many times, 16 just breaks loose. And you're right, Murphy tries to sneak through. And Parker Johnson gets involved. But who was the yellow car that hit him?
That was Trevor Earhart. Earhart. Is that it?
Oh, okay. Let's watch Parker get through this here. Spin right in front of him. Oh, it just, the tap from the car below turned him right up into him.
Yep. I know, he was so close. But where do you go? I mean, you know, when you're in the car and that happens right in front of you like that, I mean, where do you go?
We're going to hold the Trevor Earhart here.
Like he got a little tap too that hurt the 16 as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who that was.
Oh, that was Julio.
Okay, the Bass Pro Shops machine. All right, let's ride them over again. We did have some pit stops, mostly guys just fixing their damage here. And you see, there's nowhere. I mean, you can try to turn left all you want there off turn 2. But you're going to have a hard time getting that thing turned away from a car that's sliding sideways in front of you there.
Yeah, I know. You're already trying to hold it down in the exit of that corner. And, yeah, he did what he could. Just, yeah, unfortunate. Because I'm sure he's got a little damage now as well.
Well, we're working lap 21, racing to 45 for the stage. So we're about halfway through the first stage here. And you got to wonder, some of these guys come down to pit road, but I think most of them come down for damage repairs.
Yeah, I have to go back and kind of scope out pit road here. But, yeah, I think a lot of it was probably for damage. Because our front row, if you weren't involved in anything, it's still Fitzpatrick, Linz, Harrison, Alford, Federer Place, Coy. Ooh, Lewis Meglin kind of, he was up there. He's third, ninth. So, yeah. Wortman climbed up a few spots, so
yeah,
got
Wortman.
By Nick King.
I mean, Federer Place is in the top 5 now. He's climbed up there in the top 5 already.
Yep.
You're right. Nick King rebounding from that EOL penalty, and Villalobos still inside the top 10. But I will say Nick Alford lost a couple positions on that last restart. He went from 2nd to 4th now. Carter Lenz is taking over 2nd. Tyler Harrison in 3rd. Right now, so we'll see if they can do something different here on this start. Do anything with Fitzpatrick, who's continuing to lead here.
I'm going to call it the outside line curse because I just think he got cursed. I think that outside line is cursed on restarts.
We'll see if they can get it up and rolling because you're right. Short way around is the quick way around on this first couple of corners.
Yeah, even just getting up to speed, and I think getting up to speed it just promotes that inside line. I had to go back and look at Julio's car because he did get in that little wreck, and he's all right. Car looks fine.
All right, pace car is going to peel off. We're going to come down to the restart zone one more time here. Bob Fitzpatrick leads him down. Green flag. He fires early. Green flag is out, and we are underway.
He just wants to continue to lead and maintain the control of the race. He's doing everything he needs to do here.
He has a new second place guy, though. Tyler Harrison sneaking up into second. Brandon Fetterplace trying to take third away from Carter Lenz here on this restart as they're 2 by 2
3 wide. 3. Yeah, almost 4 wide there. Lewis Meglin kind of let it up, though, a little bit. I think they almost went 3 wide again.
Nick King there making it 3 wide down the backstretch. This guy's racing like it's the last lap.
Yeah. Relax a little bit. So we got 20 more laps before we hit our stage as well.
Carter Lenz having a sniff at second place here, looking to the outside of Tyler Harrison. Tyler pulls up to block that run off turn 4.
For 8th on.
Yeah, 29 Nick King and Julio Villalobos running close there.
Oh.
He's in the wall. Lobos hits the wall there coming off the corner. It looks like the 29 didn't leave him too much room there coming off the corner. Oh, we got one spinning up front. Is that Carter Lenz in trouble? But he saves it in front of the field. Lewis Meglin off the track into the infield grass off turn 4 as well. But we stay green. These guys doing a good job of controlling their cars even when they get out of control.
Wow. Brandon Fetterplace is on the radio, said you're welcome for helping him out there, Carter. Yeah, that was a long drift Carter did. I'm looking to see. I don't know if Richie Coy actually got a little piece of that. No, he hit the brakes. He lost a spot or two, but did not make any contact.
29. King up against the wall there coming off turn 2. Running that really high line trying to get a run.
All this fun stuff's happening, and Fitzpatrick Jr.
Oh,
second lead.
Villalobos loose off of turn 4, hangs on to it once again. A lot of drifting going on out there tonight.
I'll tell you, I've seen more spins coming out of turn 3 than I have out of turn 4 than turn 2 tonight. Wow.
A lot of sparks coming out of that 29 machine.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Yeah, there is New Year's Eve or 4th of July?
Got a sparkler in that car.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's definitely rubbing the blocks.
All that's happening behind Bob Fitzpatrick, Tyler Harrison, Tim Wortman now up in the 3rd. 4th place is where you find Nick King.
Wortman, he definitely put on the afterburners because wasn't he like 5th or 6th a couple laps ago? Yeah, he's on our podium right now, and he is still going forward. Watching times, his last lap was a 29.9, and you go to Tyler. Tyler also ran a 29.9. Fitzpatrick ran a 30 flat. So.
Alpha James Office recovered pretty nicely here up in the 7th spot after having his issues early on, going through the backstretch grass.
Well, if you don't get any damage, and even with the precautions, you can kind of patch that thing up a little bit, get out there. The main thing is, like we always say, survive. You just got to survive, and if you get that clean air like Robert's down right now, you should be all right. Although Tyler's starting to close in on him, only because I think he sees Tim Wortman coming as well.
Tyler Harrison trying to pitch in on Bob Fitzpatrick here. 1st and 2nd out kind of to a lead. Tim Wortman in 2nd trying to close up. Bob goes high. Harrison goes low.
Yeah, Tim Wortman, he's got about a 1.9 second to the bumper of Tyler Harrison. So let's see how much he propels. They've only got about 12 more laps though before we hit our stage.
Yeah, working lap 32. Going to lap 45. See Fetterplace looking to the inside of Nick King, who touches the wall there off the corner.
Yeah, Nick's had a pretty good rebound too from where he started as well. and forth right now. He's not really shaking. That whole group isn't really shaking Tim Wortman right now.
Well, we got a change of the lead here. Tyler Harrison has put the afterburners on, goes by Fitzpatrick on the front stretch. Tyler Harrison to the front.
Well, I almost kind of feel like Robert was running that outside line, kind of leaving that low lane open for him.
He's committed to the top as well. Bob's going to stay up at the top, racing to the bottom. Going to get this run off the corner to see if he can do anything with Tyler once again to grab this lead back. He's got the run. Can he get there to the outside? He does on the entry of turn one. I almost wonder if Bob had a moment or something to lose the lead there.
He was, answering a text or something, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
Sorry, work called. Didn't we hear that last week?
Yeah, right. Well, he's taking over the lead again. That outside line, again, he's just probably experimenting a little bit. Let me try this outside line. Let's see what the outside line does. And man, he's pulled a 3:10 seconds over Tyler.
He made
in
it
a lap.
Really easy. And if I'm Tyler, I'm a little worried about that. It's like he just went right around.
It's just merely toying with the guy right now. That's although, like I say, Robert knows how to save some stuff. And he could be saving this whole time around and just now kind of just using it when he needs it.
Brandon Fetter plays in a Nick sandwich.
Lap a car too.
Back here. You got Nick Alfred, Nick King back here, and Brandon Fetter plays trying to find a place to go. Trying to find a better place to go.
Can't find a better place, right?
Got a teammate in there too. Alfred trying to find a way around King as well. We got Jamie
go around. They went around Jonathan Atkins. Jonathan's he's part-time driver tonight. He's 29 laps down, just out there making some laps. I'll tell you, Wortman's coming though. 31 was his last lap. Tyler ran a 30.0, but Fitzpatrick ran a 32, a 30.2, I should say.
He's got 8 laps to do it.
He is on the move right now. I'll tell you, there's a good gaggle of 5-car pack right behind him.
Macklin having issues. So he went off track. He's off the track on the backstretch here. Had an issue off turn 2 apparently.
Man, it's rough too. He was having a great run earlier and started 9th. And yeah, he likes to sneak up towards the end of these where we don't necessarily normally see him. And there he is. Well, he's got plenty of time. We got the stage coming.
Yeah, it's got a fast car. He started up there and hung around in the top 10 and had an issue and then had his latest issue. Just going back.
The big thing he's got to pay attention to is got to stay in front of these leaders because the leaders are coming. They're going after Trevor Keith right now. And then you got Lewis right in front of Trevor. So he's got to be able to keep ahead of them for at least another 6 laps.
Okay, we got a battle between the Knicks, King and Alfred here. King on the bottom, Nick Alfred trying to make that top side work.
Watching what our leader did, yeah, it's probably the time to go up there, especially, these guys, they have 30, 40 lap old tires, so tires going to have to be worn enough where that outside line is starting to work.
Let them get back to the bottom once they get clear.
Yeah. Well, it's a good passing lane, but yeah, you probably still want that preferred inside line.
I think at this point with this car, you're just playing defense by running wherever the other guy's running.
Here comes Fetter Place now on the inside of Nick King.
Always kind of gets tight there off the corner. That bottom car just wants to push up, and that outside guy's right there against the wall. So.
Got a good little battle going on, the 3 of them. Right now, though, first, second, third are all spread out by a half a second each. Fitzpatrick is going to be lapping Lewis Macklin.
He's got the 43 here. 3 laps. It's going to be too much to hang on to, I think, right here. He's going to do his best and ride up at the top. forced Bob to go low, but it's no contest there as he just kind of streams around him there.
His only saving grace is he is in lucky dog spot, and the next car a lap down is about a half a track ahead, so he should be able to hang on in that Shad current.
It's allowed Wortman to kind of close in a little bit here as the 43 kind of held up the 45 just a little bit off the corner, just was in the lane he probably would have preferred off the corner there. So Wortman's closed up a little bit on the 45 here.
Well, the amount of spots he's already gained, I can't imagine Tim is saving too much. And he's probably ran out of tire here towards the end, which is why he's probably been a little throttled. And where Fitzpatrick, he's gaining. He's up to almost 7/10 right now, and just pulling away like we know the tire saver, the tire miser, as I like to call him, are. So he's doing exactly what he needs to do. These guys better be a little worried.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick out front looking nice. Going to come see the one to go for the stage, I believe, or is that the stage end?
Well, pits have been closed here.
It's the stage. All right. So Bob Fitzpatrick wins the stage here over Tyler Harrison, who finishes in second. Tim Wortman, Nick Alford, Brandon Fetter plays your top five. Nick King hangs on for a sixth place finish. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., what a run for him, up to seventh spot.
Wow.
Yeah, he's having quite the night. Eighth for Jamie Knopf. Ninth for Trevor Earhart. He did get back into the top 10, and Richie Coy hangs on to the single final point here for the stage.
I'll tell you, Robert Papa Fitz, man, he's the hard charger right now. At this point, started 30th, and he's a pretty good run. I almost wonder if he took tires there.
Officially, 23 spots from where his starting spot is. I know we had some guys go to the back for penalties, but the original starting spot for him, he is definitely the hard charger, the most gains so far tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm going to have to go back see if he actually maybe pitted. Because those fresh tires definitely would have helped out that run for him. Actually, no, I'm not seeing any tire stops. So, oh no, yep, he did. Lap 15.
All right. Well, we know he's got a fast setup under his car. If he's got anything that the leader has, anything like the leader has.
Actually, he stopped but did not take tires. He pitted but did not take tires. Interesting. Maybe he's learned something from his kid there, because that's a hell of a run.
All right, pit stops are underway here. Our stage caution, third caution of the night so far. And as the sun sets here in Chicagoland, the track's going to change, and these drivers are going to have to deal with that. Our lucky dog, of course, being Lewis Meglin, able to get his free pass, get back on the lead lap.
Just watching big races out of the pit road there.
Three cautions so far. Fitzpatrick Jr. continues to lead. Again, 167 laps tonight. We got the stage out of the way. We've only had 2 lead changes according to this, but we know that that's sometimes misleading.
Yeah. Well, no, technically, yeah, we did have 2 lead changes.
Yeah.
Because they only got by, they only got by him once, and then he went right back. Tyler went by him, and Robert got him back in the lap.
Alrighty, well, we're getting ready for an exciting resumption of tonight's race. It's been pretty good, man. It was a good race there between fifth, and you started having some things closing up here towards the front. And Tim Wortman started to close in a little bit on those top 2. Wortman lost a little bit in pits, though. He's going to start in 6th spot. Jamie Knopf jumps up into the top 5. Earhart up to 4th.
Well, they're all equal tires now, and like I say, Tim, he battled from 22nd to get all the way up to 3rd there, and burned up some of his stuff, I think, which kind of where he kind of fell off there at the end. They're all on same tire strategy now. So, and he's up in 6th. He might have something for him here. I'm just watching everybody trying to get paced up. Looks like half the field's out there right now. They're all kind of trying to get lined up.
All right, through 3 and
A lot
4.
of scragglers.
Yeah, they are kind of getting lined up late here. But pace car is going to peel off. We're going to go green flag racing here. Fitzpatrick going to lead him down. Tyler Harrison in 2nd. Green flag is out, and we are off in racing.
All right, yeah. Restart zone is king, as usual.
How hard do you push early here?
I would say, I mean, honestly, with this car and the package that we have, you got to save, especially too with a cold tire as well. You don't want to be caught up in a spin. You know, we've seen some of these guys run pretty good laps, be up in front. I mean, I'm looking at Trevor Earhart too. He's in 4th right now, and he's already spun. He had that little grass ride, and you definitely don't want to push it. You kind of want to get out there and ride and save.
All packed up there for about 2nd on back. They were pushing each other down the back stretch the last time by.
I don't think they want to let Robert get too ahead of him, but Robert's moving, and we know Robert knows how to save, and having him already start in the beginning or in the lead, and knowing that he can't save and still keep pace, it's a dangerous combo for everybody else.
It's a mind game too, because you're like, you want to push and go get him, but at the same time, you know, if you do that, you're going to tear the tires up. So you can't, you have to kind of pace yourself. It is a mental game out there when you're trying to save tires.
Right, but if he's got nobody in his mirror pushing him too, though, he's not
pushing his either.
Right, exactly.
And he's got that clean air out. We see Earhart a little bit in the wall there off the corner. They are trying to race 2, almost 3 wide here.
Almost stacked up. They're so tight that almost stacked up real fast.
Harrison, you see Earhart loose again into turn 1. He saves it again somehow.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Parker Johnston, he's coming by him. Who was that? Jamie Knopf had a moment as well. He's fallen to 11th.
Wow. Well, and that's kind of what we were just talking about. You know, do you push it? No, you don't push it because you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's so easy to do. Step over the limit of this car, and when you do, it wants to kill you for sure. So you don't want to push it too hard, and that's exactly what happens when you do.
Yeah, unfortunately, Trevor, he's the last guy in the lead lap right now. Trying to get by Shad Kern. It looks like he's probably going to get by Shad, but man, you go from 4th to 20th in a half a lap.
I'll say this too.
He did a great save, and everybody did a great job this time.
Yeah, we're seeing the same cars get loose over and over, and it's also setup. You know, this is open setup series, so setup also plays a factor as well. And so some of these guys may have it set up just a little too loose. It may come to them, though, as this track cools down and we go into the night. So we'll see if that kind of plays into their hands. But right now, they are hanging on.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, the one guy hanging on right now is Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. He's got a bumper full of Nick Alford. I almost thought Nick was going to make a move on him that last lap. But they have put a spanking on the field. Tim Wortman is on his way, though.
I thought you was talking about Senior, because Senior's busy
holding
holding off.
About Junior.
Senior's holding off Fitzpatrick, holding off Fetter Place and Harrison. Villalobos all right now.
Yeah.
They're all right on the back bumper of him as well. So both of the Fitzpatrick's doing a little defense right now.
They are both under pressure right now. Yeah, look at that. Like father, like son, right?
This is, again, you see these guys all over this track. That's why they love this track. It gives you, we see Villalobos loose and into a couple cars. He's into Carter. Is that Tyler? Who is that? Carter Lenz. Yeah. Caution is out as they come to the stop on the backstretch. Again, same cars getting loose again. Villalobos going for another slide. This time, though, collecting a few others, and he may have some more damage this time than he did before.
Yeah, unfortunately, Richie got tiny little taps off of him. But yeah, Richie had nowhere to go. Right in front of him.
Carter
Wow.
Land's sparking heavily. He's obviously got something broken in that car as well. So our fourth caution of the night.
Oh,
Let's go back and look.
yeah, it sucks.
See what happened here. See how Carter Lenz saw this one coming off the corner there. Right in front of him. Villalobos gets loose. Yeah, you're right. Richie Coy taps him a little bit. Nowhere to go as he's sideways in front of him. Unfortunately, turns him right up in front of Carter Lenz.
Man. And the battle up front was starting to get real good when that yellow came out. There, Nick and Robert were about side to side. We got a couple of guys. Tim Wortman goes down pit lane.
Coy, Nick King, Ryan Huff all on pit road.
Well, I can see Richie too. He had a little tap, and obviously the other guys we were talking about. So yeah, you're gonna have some guys come in for a little damage repair. Might as well. I mean, you have an extra set of tires too. They've only used one set, so it is a 167 lap race tonight. So I mean, they're going to run a little longer than the traditional standard time, but yeah, might as well grab a new set of shoes.
250 miles here tonight, and 109 laps to go right now. So plenty of tires to play with.
Go.
Yeah. Brian Dixon
in a
comes
few laps.
down.
Yeah, I mean, they got, almost 10 laps out of that set of tires, so it's probably not a bad thing. Richie's in the pit, though. Yeah, it looks like he is definitely getting a little bit of damage fixed. He didn't hit hard, but he's still on the pit road. So, same with the 67. Parker Johnson as well.
Right behind him. Both those cars tore up a good bit here. Well, Richie's not so bad, but the 67 getting involved early on with those spins. Obviously got some cars that are a little hard to handle out there tonight.
Well, they're hard to handle in general, and that's why you want to just relax, drive the track, try not to race your competitors too much. Just try to keep it clean if you can. We've seen it. We had 32 cars start. We only got 21 on the lead lap right now, so it's it's definitely a game of survival out there right now.
Well, it's like they said, they don't know where you. We're not going to score where you are on lap 59. We'll only know where you were on lap 167.
That's fair. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see. Some of these guys now, they're gonna. Maybe we'll see them tear through the field with some freshies.
All right, we got a RFH and Hot Lap Heroes grouping up at the front. You got Fitzpatrick Jr. with RFH, Nick Alford in second with Hot Lap. You got Fitzpatrick Sr. lined up right behind his son, this is going to be fun. And then Brandon Fetter plays Tyler Harrison round out your top five.
You think he's giving him a countdown? All right, we're going to go on 1, 2, 3. But then do you think they might mess it up like Lethal Weapon? Do we go on 3 or do we go on 3? You know?
They are getting close. Let's see what he does here. I'm sure he's going to try to stick with him, but that leader's going to have the advantage here. Let's see what happens here in this restart zone. Fitzpatrick Jr., Nick Alford, your front row. Green flag is, and he gets loose up into the field on the restart.
Wow. Oh, man.
So we didn't even make it to the line. He dipped below that line, which actually you can't do on the restart anyway. And it just upset his car, and it turned him around right in front of the field. Which I wondered, did they make contact there on the start that caused that?
No.
Let's ride him on with Fitzpatrick Sr. here. Nope, there wasn't contact. He just got down below that line and set the car and turns right back across the track.
Yeah, he was leaning on him right when that thing started. I'm trying to see if I can see any wheel spin out of Senior there.
I think it's just the apron transition because he got down on the apron.
Yep. A lot of good cars
We were
taking up on that.
just talking about how good he was doing tonight and how good of a run he had, and yeah, unfortunately, that's going to come to an end right there.
Well, when you're up in front, especially with some of these big dogs that are out there, it can get a little intimidating. And and you're not used to being up there. That sometimes mistakes happen. It's kind of part of the racing deal. You got to get comfortable up there.
Wayne Grossi can't catch a
I
break.
know. I
So
mean, I know. I'm going through the whole field here.
He's right on board with
There's
the 7 now.
10 cars.
He's laid back, got a good run. Sees it happen. Oh no! Straight up across the track. He probably got the worst of it, I think. The 16 got a piece of it. Justice Murphy. Hell, I think all that happened right in front of Jamie Knopf.
Yeah, it did. Jamie snuck by it though. Tyler Harrison got a little kiss of that. The only good news is some of those cars, they weren't doing much speed. They were going maybe 70, maybe even 80 miles an hour. So we talk like that's not that big of a deal, but it's not that bad.
The other good news, I hope, is the fact that they were past the start-finish line when they all ducked underneath of the 60. Because otherwise you get a passing before the... Well, I'd be passing before the green, passing on the inside before the line. iRacing will throw a penalty for that, so...
I don't see anything so far, but yeah, I guess we'll find out here. 16 was able to get all patched up, so Justice Murphy's back out there. Just trying to go through some of the field here, see some of the cars that got a little beat up here.
All right, we got one guy out there saying, "Go Warriors." Tash Middleton. Actually, might not be a guy. Should be careful. Somebody cheering on the Warriors out there.
Yeah, that's a T.
What did I say? It's Tash.
Yeah. I couldn't see it. I had to lean into the monitor over there to read it. It almost looked like a B, but yeah, unfortunately, I'm looking at Wayne Grossi. He's out there, but man, he's got some major nose damage.
Well, Fitzpatrick continues to lead Alfred on the front row. Their pace car is going to pull up. We're going to try this one more time here on this restart. Waiting for the green. Green's out. We're off and racing.
Senior 2 also has quite a bit of damage on that front nose.
Better place all over the back bumper of Fitzpatrick as they head into 1. First and second settled. Now third settled as Nick Alfred takes that. Tyler Harrison takes over the third position. Nick Alfred now fighting Tim Wortman for fourth.
Well, if you remember, Tim pitted not too long ago, and he should have the fresh tires of that top 5 right now. Freshest tires. And I'll tell you, yeah, Fitzpatrick, he's had Harrison behind him. He's had Nick Alford behind him. Yeah, he might be having Tim Wortman behind him. He's got third place behind him now. But he's going to have a few things going on tonight.
Tyler Harrison getting a little out of shape there coming off turn 2. Here comes Tim Wortman on the inside to take over third spot. You're right, Brandon Fetterplace up there in second right now.
It is Tia, and she's saying it's in your corner. Well, thanks for watching tonight. Remember to
Yeah, hope you're enjoying. Hope your guys are doing okay out there. I know we had you're watching Justice Murphy right now work over Julio Villalobos on the top there, and in front of him Trevor Earhart underneath James Torrey. Oh, we got one through the grass. Jamie Knopf having issues off turn 4 yet again.
Wow. He was able to save it. Holy crap.
Man, things going on everywhere.
Yep.
Still the same leader out front, though. Fitzpatrick continues to lead. Brandon Fetterplace in second. Wortman in third. Nick Alford in fourth. Those two are starting to kind of close in on your front two. But they've put quite a gap between themselves and Tyler Harrison back there in fifth.
Yeah, well, I think we've got the cream of the crop right now in their top four. They've all been pretty strong all night, and it's just let's see. Right now, the Clean Air is king right now, and Fitzpatrick Jr. has been just using it to his advantage this entire race. And people have been getting close to him. The closest I've seen is obviously been Nick Alford, where he had almost made a pass before that previous caution.
We got a couple guys out there that are quick. Nick King and Julio Villalobos, but they keep having they go up through the field, having issues, fall to the back. Go up through the field, have issues, fall to the back again. So they've got to get that car under control so they can maintain some track position here at some point to make a charge after one of these cautions. And Ryan Huff back here in eighth too. Been watching him. Haven't called his name so far tonight, and having a solid run right now in eighth. Just got passed by Richie Coy in seventh.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we can't do the Rough and Huff because Gavin Ruff is out. So.
Ruff had a rough night. Huff is huffing it still. So
that's right.
Oh, we got a caution. Trevor Earhart again, the 41 in turn two with issues.
Wow.
Looks like Justice Murphy, J.C. Evans went off track as well.
And it's funny, I just heard over the radio, Fetterplace was getting ready to pass Robert, and Fetterplace says, man, anytime somebody's trying to get ready to pass you, caution comes out.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're going to go back and watch a replay right quick.
Yeah, I have to see what Trevor did. He towed already. He's disconnected for the evening. Three spins and you're done. Wow.
And he's just loose again in turn two. And collects Justice Murphy at this point.
Yeah.
And then the 09 comes in and hits him as well. Man.
Julio just barely missed him. But yeah, the 16 and the 09, man, they have been having a rough night. They just keep getting caught up and stuff tonight. Well, another one bites the dust, so that brings us down to 19 guys on the lead lap.
So what happened to the 09 here? Watching the 09, he's behind. He sees it, tries to slow down, and just in his lap there.
Yeah, we have a pretty busy pit road as well, so it looks like our leaders came in.
I'd say most of your leaders came in, but you had Tim Wortman, Nick Alford, Richie Coy, and Trevor Keith all stay out.
Yep.
Everybody behind him comes in. Bob Fitzpatrick, better place. James Torrey up to seventh now. Jamie Knopf.
Yeah, and Torrey did a unscheduled stop as well, so
he did.
That's pretty wild how he's able to make that work.
Good to see James out here. He's been on and off in the off season, which I expect from a lot of guys, being the off season. But good to see him out here in the 6.
Yep. Yeah, running great right now. We are going to have a little bit of a tire strategy play going on right now.
Well, the top 4 decided to stay out. Let's see if we can see. The last time that Tim Wortman was on pit road was lap 58. That's right.
Yeah, it's almost 15 laps.
And then 47 for Nick, 58 for Richie, and 62 for Trevor Keith. So, other than Trevor Keith, that's a pretty big difference.
Oh, yeah. And as the cars dwindle down, as far as the field goes, it's unfortunate. We might start seeing some green flags. So pitting right there could potentially be a winning move. Although I believe they're probably still going to have to pit one more time for fuel.
So
we're not even
94.
halfway.
Yeah, they're going to have to pit again. I think everybody will have to pit again at least once. All right, well, pace car is going to peel off. We're going to do this one more time here. Get ready for the green flag. Tim Wortman leading Nick Alford on the front row here. There's the green, and there's the field. We go back racing.
All right. New face up front. He's got the clean air now. He's the captain. Here comes Richie Coy now.
Richie Coy in second, getting that big push from is that Fitzpatrick in third now. So Bob Fitzpatrick using that restart to his advantage up to third place with those fresher tires.
Yeah, and I'd almost assume that those fresher tires are definitely he's going to be able to kind of work on Richie here and Tim pretty easy.
Just looking through the field with some of these battles here as everybody tries to find a way to ride. Here goes Fitzpatrick around Richie Coy for second. Not so fast. Richie's going to fight back on that outside line.
Yeah, well, the outside line definitely has the momentum, but I don't think you're going to be able to beat those fresh tires.
Well, he's trying. He's hanging,
He really
hanging. But he's going to clear him off the corner. Bob Fitzpatrick in the second place.
All right, let's see how quickly he can catch Tim here. I have a feeling he's going to catch him pretty quick.
Well, with this dirty air, you got to be patient.
But everybody behind them, they've all pretty much signaled foul out.
So under the lights as they head into turn 3. Lights are on. The sun has set. Speeds have picked up. And so is the intensity here towards the front. Is Fitzpatrick going to look to the outside of Tim Wortman into turn 1?
Didn't have that run there, but going to capture J.C. Evans coming out of pits here.
He's right there. Is he going to look to the inside? Has he got to run to the inside? He's there into turn 3. So lead change. Fitzpatrick back to the front here off turn 4. Wortman in second. Richie Coy in third. Battle for fourth. Nick Alford, Brandon Fetterplace.
Man, oh man, starting to heat up. Now everybody's got to be really worried though too, because they know Robert. I mean, he's led most of the laps already, and now he's got the fresh tires and he's leading again. And with the clean air, yeah, I don't know.
Still a long way to go though.
There is, but if it stays green, that's kind of a death sentence. See what happens. Wortman though, he's trying to push back at him.
Here he comes, looking to the inside. Got to run off the corner. Going to pull to the inside of the Fitzpatrick machine, number 28. I'm so used to staying in the 3. It's taking me a minute to get used to the 28.
Oh right, yeah, that's right. He used to run the 3. No, though, Robert was able to make it work on the outside. Still, he led that lap.
Wortman's hanging tough though. To the inside, wraps that bottom, gets a little push off the corner there. Going to come 2 by 2, but Fitzpatrick got that run off the corner. Trevor Keith off the track back here. Looks like he had an issue off turn 2. He's back up to speed now though.
Man, he was one of the other guys with the fresh tires as well, so that definitely did not help him whatsoever. Now the other thing too, Robert could be toying with these guys a little bit again. You know, let them kind of burn up their stuff. Give him something to race with for him. You know, he knows he's got a lot of fresh tires, but he knows how to save. He's kind of in the catbird seat right now.
Bill Lobo, see if he's got the speed. He's got the control of his car under control here.
Well, the car looks clean, at least, so he's not damaged.
Top 4 up front here under a blanket here. Richie Coy's hanging tough right on the back bumper of Tim Wortman. And now Brandon Fetterplace closing in, so a 4-car fight for the lead here.
Well, I have a feeling that that three-pack are going to stay together, and I kind of feel like Fitzpatrick is kind of gauging these guys. Like, how fast do I got to run to stay ahead of them?
You know, Fetter Place is going to show up here at the end too. I mean, he's already he's
Oh yeah.
already he's already there. So now it's just about managing, trying to get to the end. And now it's battle for second. Here comes Richie Coy on the inside. Wortman. It's not going to happen, but it's going to open the door for Fetter Place though on the outside.
Yeah, well, it's definitely the outside line is prevailing right now. If you have a bit of worn-out tire, it's definitely the move to make if you want to try to make that pass.
I'll tell you
And
what.
I can't help but think, but yeah, Robert's just toying with them.
Well, I was going to say Wortman's not going away, but you wonder how much Fitzpatrick's saving. He goes to the top and goes Wortman to the bottom. Now they're side by side for the lead once again. I got to wonder if he's trying to force Wortman to burn his tires up there on the bottom. Open the bottom up and then race him.
Yep. Well, he already knows too. I mean, he's got 20-something lap better tires as well. So that in itself is a big difference.
Cool sounds, cool pictures going off into turn 3 there with the sunset in the background. This guy's racing off into turn 3 there. Fitzpatrick leads that lap, though. He's able to side suck him there and get back to the line first.
Well, yeah, he hasn't lost the lead lap by lap. I mean, yeah, Tim has gotten in front of him, but when it comes to the line, it's still been for Robert. Playing a little game of cat and mouse. That's what it looks like to me until it gets to a point where he's going to end up just driving on.
Nick Alfred's joined this pack back here in 5th. He's kind of run them down and tagged along to his teammate here, Fetter Place, in 3rd or in 4th.
Well, somebody else that we don't talk about too often, but Jamie Knopf running 6th as well, starting to kind of catch onto the back end of Nick Alfred as well. So.
You got James Torrey back there in 7th, hanging strong in that 7th spot. The 6th, like you talked about, that unscheduled pit stop. He's rebounded nicely from that, finds himself in the top 10.
Yeah, I'm still kind of surprised how that even worked out for him, but he's running really good right now.
Oh, Richie Coy had an issue, I guess, off turn 2. That's like Fetter Place, Alfred, and now Jamie Knopf all by him.
Fetter Place got all over Richie's bumper there, and I thought I heard Richie say, "Man, you took the air right off me." Got a little loose. Checked up everybody.
Did a good job to save it, though. He's lost a few positions. It's actually helped Jamie Knopf catch right up on the back bumper of these guys. He's right on the bumper of Nick Alfred. Out to the inside of Nick Alfred off of turn 4.
Well, Jamie knows how to save as well, so he's pretty good at these mile and a halves.
Did he win here earlier? I'll look it up.
Yeah, I almost want to say he did.
I feel like he did.
Kind of going through the field here too. Yeah, after James Story and Tyler Harrison running 8th. He's getting underneath J.C. Evans right now, who's a lap down. And then you got Nick King right behind him in 9th, kind of following suit. Then we got a bit of a gap, almost a second gap to Julio Villalobos. And then Justice Murphy behind him, just as we've seen in a few wrecks. It looks like he does got that front nose patched up, though. Then behind him, you have Brian Dixon in 12th. Wayne Grossi as well. We saw him getting some accident earlier on. He's still got a little bit of front nose damage there as well.
Well, you see Nick King have an issue. He had an issue off the corner. And Villalobos goes by him. And checking back, I was correct. My intuition was correct. Your winner here the Chicagoland in Season B was Jamie Canal.
Okay. Well, so we know he's got a good setup.
Oh, yeah. But that was during the day. We're racing in the night. We'll see how
That's very true, yeah.
how that affects that as well. As you see Wortman continue to put pressure on Bob Fitzpatrick as they go around the 43 there. That was a little tight. A little tight.
I know, yeah. I'm kind of watching that first and second battle here, and yeah, they again, I kind of still feel like Robert's playing with them a little bit, and just come on, chase me. He has definitely not put on the speed though yet, and he's saving this stuff. I guarantee.
Well, we enjoy it, you know. It gives us
Oh yeah,
something to watch here.
well, it's better than getting to a 10-second lead over second. And honestly, it's good strategy on his part too. He's given him the carrot, and they're chasing that carrot. And in the same process, he's probably saving his stuff a little bit.
Here comes Tyler Harrison looking to the inside of James Torrey for 7th. James going to get caught up behind the 43. Sneaks by, no problem. But that will put Tyler Harrison up in the 7th spot.
I'm just kind of going through the back of the field here. I mean, we really don't have a whole lot of guys on the lead lap. I mean, we only have 16 cars. Parker Johnson is the last guy on the lead lap. Lewis Meglin, who we just seen get lapped, he is our lucky dog recipient. So yeah, half of the numbers we've had since the start of this race. Everybody's just out here. Right? They know they still have what do we have? 70 laps to go.
Yeah, it will be 70 to go at the line, and another pit stop at some point as well. So I'm sure everybody's got that on their mind.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of action right now, but it doesn't necessarily need.
Well, Murphy comes down pit road to 16. Justice Murphy, he's got damage, but I don't know if this is scheduled or unscheduled.
I would say it's pretty early too, because I don't think they could actually get 70 laps.
Yeah, no, you're right. Can't do 70, so he's probably come down because of damage or something. The battle for the lead still is raging on. Tim Wortman not willing to give up. He ducks back to the inside of Bob Fitzpatrick Jr.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to make that bottom line work, but I don't know. The tires is just not going to work with him.
If I'm Bob, the only worry with this though, if he is just kind of playing with him, is if that car, as Tim Wortman's going to take the lead. You see a big wiggle from Fitzpatrick off the corner right there. That's one worry, is that I get in dirty air and I start having issues with handling. The other issue is if I'm racing this guy and this guy makes a mistake in front of me or beside me, and I'm caught up in it, then there's that concern as well. But I don't think I'm not sure, Tony. He's let Wortman go and he can't get back to him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Fetterplace is starting to catch on him a little bit too. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But like you said though, he has lost the clean air, so that definitely is not beneficial. Maybe he's just seeing where he's gauging. Maybe he's just playing a little gauge game here.
He's moved off the very top too. Battle for 4th. Nick out for Richie Coy. Here comes Richie back. Oh, we got a caution. Villalobos involved again. At 51. Trevor Keith involved as well in the 15.
He did an instant toe.
Let's go back and look at our caution. Our best one tire and auto carry instant replay here between the 51 and the 15.
Yeah, the 15, fortunately, had nowhere to go.
Oh my goodness. Big failure for the 51.
Yeah. Well, we've seen this car not often, not tonight at least, but man, it started going left and it shot right.
Yeah, it's a big overcorrect there and cost the 15 and the 51. Oh, we got one car. Was that? Surely that wasn't a 67 again. I think it was.
I'm looking here.
Let's go on board. What?
Is that the 93?
Who,
Ryan Huff?
who cut right through them?
Yeah, that was Ryan Huff.
All right, let's go on board with Ryan here. We want to see this.
No contact, man. He threaded that needle.
I know. That's why I wanted to ride on board here. You see way up there, the 51 getting out of shape. 15 gets involved. Oh, left and right. Man.
That could have been bad, yeah, but
Everybody's
all right.
On pit road.
Well, something happened because it's showing Brandon Fairplace. Or no, it's showing Junior back at the lead for me.
Yes.
Oh, but
that's correct.
So
They just rolled off pit
okay.
road.
Oh, okay. So they all pitted. He was able to
Everybody.
make it out.
Everybody on pit road and off pit road. Fairplace up to second. Wortman falls to third. Nick Alford fourth. Yeah, but Fitzpatrick retakes the lead on pit road.
Looks like Lewis Meglin's going to get the lucky dog here. Fortunately, he is 2 laps down right now. Well, maybe he's getting the wave around. Because maybe Fitzpatrick Sr. may have gotten the lucky dog. All right. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah. Is everybody
But-
on the same tire strategy?
Yeah, right. I was just going to say that. Yeah, they're all on the same tire now. And I'll tell you, that's a scraggling looking field. I know a lot of cars was waiting to get caught up here, but there's a small amount of cars up front there. We are only down to 14 on the lead lap here.
14 cars.
Well, 15, because Senior's going to get his lap back here.
I don't think he's going to be on the lead lap, though, is he?
I think so. He was only 1 lap down before. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see
I
what
don't
the
know.
scoring pylon says.
Yeah, it's got to update. I don't know.
I think he's still fairly damaged, though. I got to get in a closer look at that car.
All right, pace car's going to peel off right here. We're going to come to the restart zone. Bob Fitzpatrick leading Brandon Fetterplace. 64 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Green flag flies, and we're off and racing once again.
All right, well, back out in front. Clean air. We're trying to repeat what he's been doing all night.
You got Fetterplace in third. Wortman up to second now. Jamie Knopf fourth. Richie Coy fifth as they head off into 3.
You got the 38 and the 29 running side by side right now.
We're sitting
Is
at
that
29.
38?
Yay.
It's
Yeah.
38.
90. Nick Alford.
98. Oh, that's Alfred. Yeah.
We've seen Nick King have some handling issues early on. We'll see if he got those solved here as he pulls on the back of Richie Coy here. Jamie Knopf now looking to the outside of Fetterplace.
Well,
battle for your lead as Wortman's looking to the outside of Bob as well.
I don't know if they were anticipating having Jimmy Knopf up there, but yeah, Jamie's definitely coming through the field here.
And the defending winner here at Chicagoland, so he knows how to get around this track. He's making it look good here on the top side there as we see Tim Wortman take the lead, and Bob Fitzpatrick pulls up to block the advances of the 48 of Knopf.
I almost kind of want to feel like Robert wanted to get back on that top side because he was, rolling pretty good up there, and that's where the momentum's at. But obviously, Jim Knopf is using it right now.
Yeah, he's
Getting
on the
around.
top side, rolling that top side around Bob Fitzpatrick machine. Bob a little loose on the entry of turn 1 there. We got another car out of shape back there. Nick King looks like he's still having handling issues.
Yeah, they had to split him 3 wide there. Everybody got through though. James Torrey and Tyler Harrison got around him. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't those guys. No, it wasn't.
Look now, but here comes the 48, Jamie Knopf, starting to put pressure on your leader. Looking for the lead for the first time tonight. Jamie Knopf trying to get that run off the top on the back of Tim Wortman down the backstretch. Into turn 3, what does he do? He sticks to the top lane.
Yeah, he was all over his bumper on entry there. Almost had the door shut. There he is, side by side.
There he is. He pulls to the outside. Behind him, 2x2 for third as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, Fitzpatrick Jr., this is the deepest he's been in the field. I mean, he's got the most violent air he's experienced all night.
New leader, Jamie Knopf to the front. The 48 takes the lead on the top side over Tim Wortman. And so he puts his number 48 machine out front. Tim Wortman second. Brandon Fetterplace hanging on to third. Richie Coy fourth. And Bob Fitzpatrick back to fifth. And it's a gaggle behind him.
And they're really making it spicy here for us towards the end of this. Although we're at 1-1-1 right now. Lap, so we got, 56 to go.
Fitzpatrick, Nick Alford, James Torrey, Tyler Harrison, Nick King, all in this group right here. 3 wide off the corners. That's the 6 of Torrey on the outside. Got that run off the top. It's going to make it 3 wide with Nick Alford, Tyler Harrison.
I almost thought they were going to go 3 wide into 1 and 2 here. They somewhat sorted it out. They're still battling.
Torrey rolling that top side right behind Nick Alford. Looking for somewhere to go. Goes to the very top once again through 3 and 4. Ooh, so Tyler Harrison get a little loose there off the corner. Has the catch up and lose a little momentum. Here comes Ryan Huff and Wayne Grousey by him.
Here comes James Torrey around our most led lap guy, Fitzpatrick Jr. gets by him.
Torrey rolling that top once again, takes over 5th spot from Bob Fitzpatrick Jr.
Yeah, Bob has definitely fell off here. I'm just kind of shocked. Unless he's just saving. He knows he's back.
Looking at our top 3 here for James Torrey, Jamie Knopf out front. Nick Wortman continue to work at bottom lane, trying to make some inroads on the 48. You got Brandon Fetterplace in 3rd, Richie Coy in 4th, and then James Torrey back here in 5th. You're right. Fitzpatrick kind of going the wrong direction here on this run.
Yeah. Although we've seen him do that in the past. Again, saving. If you can't really get out there, I mean, again, though, we're still going to have to pit again. Everybody out there is still going to have to come in for a little bit of fuel. Because they're definitely not going to be able to make these next 50-something laps.
Yeah, because they Nick Green 65,
something like that. And we didn't bother to ask what the fuel mileage was. So,
it's getting close up front. Wortman's starting to close down on our 48, our leader.
Well, I just hope Jamie didn't burn up his stuff too much. Although he knows what he's doing around here too. So, and I don't remember what the deficit was on his win last time he was here. There's a little bit more competition in the league from the last time he ran here, but he's looking like Jamie of old. That's all I can tell you right now.
1 second over Kevin Ruff, who was unfortunately called it quits tonight. But yeah, you got to worry about running that top like that. You burn that right front, you get that, the right rear, you get it hot. It wants to slip and slide around.
Well, that's if your car is up like that too. Some of these guys, they may have tuned it for that night race. Man, I keep seeing a lot of smoke coming off of 4. I don't know if it's Wortman. Is he just touching the wall, or the car looks clean?
Not really sure.
to get in for a closer look there. Oh, it was Jamie Knopf that
Jamie Knopf
touched the
touched
wall there.
Yeah. Using every inch of track and then some.
That's right. Camaro battle, though, happening.
Yep, Chevy, Toyota up front. Richie, you're leading forward in fourth.
Better Place is just kind of hanging out. You know, he doesn't look like he's in too much of a hurry to really go anywhere. He hasn't lost them, which is good. They're definitely not driving away from him. He's just kind of hanging in there. Same with Richie Coy as well. Although Richie Coy started to get walked a little bit by that group of three.
Well, we got a battle for the lead. We've seen the 34 do this before, just kind of hang out. But here comes Tim Wortman to the inside to retake the lead. So Wortman back to the front at the line.
Yep. Yeah, he got him. He got him at the line. We're going to be dealing with a little bit of lap traffic, though. Jamie's going to have to step off that top line to get by him. And they're hitting, this is Trevor Keith coming up against. 15.
So, yeah.
All right, no fuss, no muss. They get by.
Back to the field, Richie Corey fourth, Nick King up to fifth, and that 29 is finally settled down. He's settled in the fifth spot. James Toy in sixth. Fitzpatrick Jr. still in seventh there in the 28. Trying to fend off Ryan Huff in the 93. He's having a good run tonight too. We haven't called his name all that much, but he's been solidly in the top 10 pretty much all night. Nick Alford back to ninth and 10th for Tyler Harrison. And then you got Wayne Grassi, Brian Dixon, Parker Johnson, and Trevor Keith. Well, actually, Trevor Keith's not on the lead lap. So Parker Johnson, your last car on the lead lap.
Yeah, only 13 cars on the lead lap right now. Yeah, Trevor we just saw get lapped. So he is the next in line. He is the only car one lap down right now for that lucky dog spot. But I'm gonna give a shout out to James Torrey too. He is our hard charger. Started 28th, sitting in 6th right now. So 22 positions on him tonight. Just having a solid race tonight.
Put the 15 lap down there. James still having a good night. Like you said, even with that unscheduled pit stop behind him, Bob Fitzpatrick trying to fend off Ryan Huff on the outside. Here comes Ryan on the outside. Oh, the 15 in the way there a little bit.
Yeah, fortunately for Robert, wow.
Here comes the 93 back on his outside once again.
I'm just kind of surprised. Robert, we've seen him run the top line through most of this race, and he is staying low.
I wonder if the weather maybe had something to do with that too.
Maybe
the change to the cooler temps, the night track, maybe changed some things on his car.
But he is all over the apron right now. Unless he knows something that we don't know, I don't know. It's just laps are ticking down though, and he's sitting in 8th. Definitely got he's got a 6-second deficit too for first place, so he's definitely not where he was at the beginning of this race. He's got a long ways to try to get back up there if he's toying with us.
Well, Tim Wortman's got a 7/10 second lead over second place right now. Jamie Knopf, he's starting to stretch it out as Knopf's kind of falling back into the clutches of Brandon Fetter place. Tim Wortman's looking like he's got his car hooked up here right now.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about with Jamie because I kind of felt like maybe he may have burned up some of his stuff a little early. But again, you're going to have to pit. Really, anything can happen at pit.
They're going to have to make a pit stop.
And the question is, do you wait to try to hold it out for a caution? Who's going to be the first candidate?
The question is when. How long do you run? How long do the leaders run?
Yep. When was our last pit stops? What lap was that? Well, you got the fancy software.
Lap 102.
So within the next 10 laps is going to split that. So I'd imagine we're going to see somebody coming in to that. Yeah, 134, 135 would be the middle of this.
She'll on the inside right there. They get by him.
Yeah, it's Papa Fitz, man. Tough night for him too. He's having a really great race early on. He's out there just hanging on. Yeah, the car's pretty damaged though.
Just running on board with some of our leaders here. I'm on board with Tim Wharton. Back at your second, third place finishers, runners currently. Looks like the 48's kind of staved off any attacks from the 34 at this point.
Yeah, they've been keeping their distance second and third, but Tim has been increasing his distance.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, the top three, too, they've got a 4.5 second lead over the fourth place car. So the top three are on their own. They're on their own peninsula right now.
Yeah, it's 2.8 back to Nick King, who's in fourth now. He's gotten around Richard Coy.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap. Yeah. James Story sitting on sixth right now.
I'll tell you what, pit cycle could be very interesting. If somebody takes a chance and pits early here, they could, make out big with that if a caution doesn't come out. But if a caution does come out, they could really lose a lot. So it's going to be a gamble here. These guys are going to have to, if some of these guys in the back want to gamble, it's going to force the hand of the leaders.
Well, I would imagine, too, at like lap 140, 45, maybe even lap 150, these guys have enough gas to get there. But I don't expect anybody getting that far deep into it, but they could, in theory.
We're at 131, so you're saying they could go 15-ish?
Probably another, at least 15, 20 more laps, I'd imagine. If they wanted to stretch it out, maybe to wait for caution possibly. You never know.
Everybody's kind of stretched out right now. I mean, it looks good out there, but you never know when this car decides it's, I'll tell you what, they've really spaced out first, second, third. This is like Brandon Federer place has dropped way off.
Yeah, they've all increased their groupings by about a half second apiece, looks like. Tim Wortman, 1.5 second or 1.4 second right now.
I mean, our top five is really spaced out.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I get spaced out.
I'm looking to see who ran the fastest lap last time around, and I think it was the 28 Fitzpatrick Jr.
Interesting.
29:45 to our leaders 29:56. I mean, not much, but it's something.
Well, he's starting to gain back up with James Story a little bit right now. And actually, last lap I just saw he ran a 30.5. Richie Coy ran a 30.7.
You're right. I was looking at best laps.
Oh. Feder Place ran a 36. Knopf ran a 34. And Tim ran a 30.6. So, yeah, right now, Jamie Knopf and Junior are cream of the crop, I believe. Jamie is starting to kind of reel in Tim a little bit, though. You could cut it down to 1.2 second gap now.
Yeah, it's 1.3 right now down the back. We'll see if he can continue to inch in here. He has pulled away from Feder Place. He's got 1.7 seconds over Feder Place.
Yeah, Brandon definitely he's fallen off quite a bit.
All right, so it's 1.4 at the line that time by.
Yeah, so Tim has actually picked it up a little bit. Tim ran at 30.3. Jamie's still running 30.4.
Battle for sixth is on. James Story, Bob Fitzpatrick. Bob was able to get to the inside there. And looking at here comes Jamie Knopf to pit road, and he spins into pit road.
Oh.
He spins the car on the entry of pit road. No caution. He's going to get it straightened up here and get on the pit road, but he's going to lose all that time.
Oh, and he's got some nose damage as well. Man.
So he was willing to take that risk. Unfortunately, it's going to be all for naught as he spins there coming to pit road. That sucks.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need a caution now. An actual yellow, or maybe try to get back into this.
So
I'm just waiting for any other takers here.
You're get by Tori while all that happens. And you're inching in on Richie Coy there too.
Yeah, I'm back checking the lap times. Fitzpatrick's ran on a 30.4 right now. Wortman's still running at 30.3. He's in the threes. They're high threes, but they're in the threes.
And Wortman's coming to pit road, our leader to pit road right now. So he's going to be one of the first ones to hit pit road. Better Place takes over the lead. Nick King second, Richie Coy third. Wortman all by himself on pit road.
Now, how many monkey do's are we going to have? I knew it was going to be around this time. Although some of these guys could stretch it and wait for that caution.
And Better Place was bleeding time that whole run. I got to imagine he's going to come pretty quick here, or either stay out long, one or the other.
James Story's pitting. Heard that over the radio.
All right,
but he gets in clean.
He does. That's a good entry to pit road. So Tori's going to hit pit road here. Get this out of the way.
On the exit.
Nick King in second.
Yeah, they just lapped Wortman there after that pit stop.
Better Place going to stay out. Nick King going to stay out. Richie Coy going to stay out. Fitzpatrick. Everybody's staying out this time by.
Now, I don't even know how much the fuel is, but is there a possibility that the 28, Fitzpatrick Jr., sitting in fourth right now, might be able to stretch this? And there's a reason why he fell back, to maybe save some fuel. Like I said, I don't know exactly the fuel mileage numbers that were here, but I'm sure it was pretty close.
If anybody can do it, he'd be the one I think would do it. So
right.
We'll
I'm just going to throw that out there.
In other words, if he pits, guys, if you're watching this, if he pits, nobody can make it.
Yeah, right. True, yeah.
All right, this Better Place coming this time by as he continue to circulate here.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. He's as much as, like you say, he was falling off, because his last lap was a 30.8, so he was 2 to 3 tenths off the lead group anyway. Before all this cycle.
And here comes Wortman to get his lap back.
Yep.
24 laps to go. Getting down to it.
You just got to make a complete circuit now to get that lead back. I'm just kind of going through the field here.
What happened to Better Place? He's through the grass off turn 4.
Oh. He sure is.
Don't know what happened there off the corner. It looks like it bottomed out or something happened. And it put him through the grass off turn 4. And he's rolling. He's got control of his car.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, that
was a really weird turn of the car.
Yeah, he didn't look like he even got tight or anything. He was letting Wortman by.
Yeah.
Goes down low and wow, that is so weird. All right, well, the lead gets handed over to Nick King now.
Tyler Huff's on pit road. Better Place continues to stay out here.
Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., though, getting around Richie Coy for second.
Yep.
So Robert's on the move. Are we surprised?
He gets it done off turn 4, but here comes Coy back to the inside. Richie not going to give it up so easily here.
Yeah, I don't know. Roberts caught him, and then you got Nick Elford now behind Richie as well.
All right, he's going to give that up.
Richie's just falling off here. Yeah.
Yep.
Does any of these guys have enough gas? I'm just kind of surprised to see like a Richie Coy staying out so long, especially like a Nick Alford as well. Even better players. Some of these guys almost got me questioning on that fuel strategy.
Our leader right now is Nick King. After all his issues tonight, finds himself in the lead of the race. So things have kind of flipped in that direction right now. Fitzpatrick in second, Richie Coy in third, but that's happening 2.3 seconds back behind Nick King right now.
Yeah, we only actually have 10 cars on the lead lap right now. Tim Wortman being 10th place. Jamie Knopf in your lucky dog position. We saw that spin on pit road entry.
Wayne Grossi coming to pit road in the 7. Gives up 8th spot coming to pit road. So he's give up the ghost here.
Well, there's a few guys out there that would really love to see a caution.
And there's a few that really would not want to see a caution.
Exactly. Well, I think a lot of the guys that have yet to pit probably wouldn't mind having that caution. All right, I had to go back. Fitzpatrick just ran a 30.6. Nick King also ran a 30.6. And Wortman running 29.9s.
That's fresh tires. Here comes the leader in 29, and Nick King hits pit road. So he comes off the banking to come get some fresh tires and fuel.
Yeah, but Tim's got 25 seconds to make up. And there's only 17 laps left to go.
So you're already assuming that these guys are going to stay out. I don't think they can make it. I think they're going to run as long as they can.
Maybe. Well, I'm just saying if they can make it. I mean, look who's in the lead right now. Fitzpatrick Jr. back to the front.
Well, what did we say? 65 laps? I don't think you can do 65 laps.
Yeah. Yet he ran 73 laps that one track.
That's right on board. Did I just hear a lift and coast into the corner?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, I think so. Are they trying to make it? I think they're trying to make it.
Well, with the pace he's running right now, he could definitely do it if he's got the gas for him. Like I say, I don't think Wortman's gonna. I mean, Wortman is coming close, but he's got a 22-second deficit right now, and he's down to 14 laps to get there.
We shall see, because these tires are going to get older and older the longer they run. And then again, so is Wortman's.
Yep.
These two guys running nose to tail first and second. Nick Alford in third. Tyler Harrison fourth. Brian Dixon up to fifth. All staying out so far.
Yeah, here comes Jamie Knopf to trying to get his lap back the natural way.
Ooh, you see Bob wiggle off the corner there. $13 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Chicagoland 250 here for the Victory Fuel Cup Series. About coming to a close here. 13 laps to decide it. Some of these guys trying to stay out, make it on fuel. Some other guys coming in for tires. Parker Johnson in the 67 decides to duck on pit road as well. You're right. 21 seconds back to Wortman. Richie Coy off the pace, off the turn forward. Did he have an issue there? Like he got a little loose.
Yeah. Maybe he's I don't know. I bet you a lot of these guys, with the amount of laps we have going on, you're watching that fuel gauge. You're just trying to think, maybe I got a lift here.
Yeah.
He's looking at Nick Alford in the mirror too, thinking, okay, I got a little bit of gap to Nick as well. Nick might be running a little slow to try and make it as well. Sadly, right now though, we got our top three, and they are in no man's land. They've got a 8-second lead over fourth place right now. So they're all kind of running together in a way, but they still, and they're caught up in like a little lap traffic here. But
second and third is closing up now as Nick Alfred's closing in on Richie Coy at the 09 of the lap car of J.C. Evans right there. It looks like Richie's really slow off the turn 4 for some reason.
Might be looking at that fuel thinking, man, I'm gonna have to. I gotta save drops here.
Jeez.
There comes Nick Alfred.
Nick now 2 seconds behind our leader though. So
here comes Nick King now too, trying to get his lap back. Blaring through the field on the first tires. Yeah, I have a feeling, maybe Richie's probably almost out.
9 laps to go. 9 laps to get it done here. Bob Fitzpatrick continuing to lead with a 2.1 second lead over Nick Alfred in second. And these are the two that we usually see these fuel runs from. So I'm not really surprised here.
No, not at all.
But I don't know. It's looking like Nick is kind of giving up the ghost here, just saving to make it to the end too. It's like he's not going to be able to put pressure on Bob as he's dropped 2.5 seconds behind Bob now at this point. So as Richie drops back, he's dropping back to save fuel, and that's just leaving Bob the option to save when he wants.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not pressured, and right now you're content with running second and third, respectively for Nick and Richie, why push it? You got to save. You got plenty of space, especially with Tyler being 8 seconds back. Although I say that, but he's actually about 4 seconds back from Richie.
Yeah, Richie's really, really slowed it down here to make it.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to make it.
But again, like I said, if I'm Nick, I'm loving seeing that because that gives me more room to play with behind me as well.
Yep.
But if I'm Bob, I really love it because I'm out front and I got all this room to play with and win this race.
That's right. And he'll have enough for a green, white checker and a burnout at the end too. The way he saves fuel. But you saw him though. He was coasting. If you have a clutch on your simulator, you put that clutch on and saves some gas, drops that RPM to 0. Well, maybe not 0, but does save a little bit of fuel.
6 laps to go.
You got to get in that rhythm to do it though. It's not as easy as it sounds. It does. It changes the way the car gets into the corner, and you got to almost slip it trying to get back on the throttle a little bit.
Here comes Brian Dixon in the 4th spot. Wait a minute, what happened to Tyler Harrison? He's dropped back behind Brandon Fetterplace, who's in 5th spot.
Yeah, I'm not actually seeing that on the scoreboard, but yeah, you're right.
So Harrison's slowing down trying to make fuel as well. And this must be really close for these guys. Dixon closing up quick on Richie Coy.
Yeah, I was going to say, Richie looks like he's not in a good position right now.
He's even shortcutting the backstretch.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can tell. That's like, I want to get there quickly. I'm going to have to, cut down some length here.
And he sees third times coming in closer than the laps going out. So he might lose 2 here to better place and Dixon.
Bob just cruising out there, 2.5 second lead over Nick Alfred. 4 laps to go. Nick in a bundle of traffic back here, 3 wide in front of him. It's got to be comforting.
Yeah, Tim Wortman still almost about 14. He's over 14 seconds back. So there's no way he's going to make it unless there's a caution or major gas spillage.
3 laps to go. Yeah, unless you really missed it. Dixon had to lift and let Brandon Fetterplace through. And Harrison. So Dixon saving fuel now. Harrison in 5th. Fetterplace in 4th, trying to catch up Richie Coy, which I don't think this is going to be much of a battle here.
No. And Nick Alfred running 2nd. Just another good point stand for him. Retain that lead.
Solid and consistent.
If he's got the gas. I don't want to speak too early, but he's only got 2 more to go here.
He's really lifted off here. He's got some distance to play with, though. Through 3 and 4, though. Yep. Your leader, Bob Fitzpatrick's going to see the white flag. 1 lap to go. Can he do it again with fuel mileage? Looks like it might happen One circuit around Chicagoland Speedway left to go. Oh, Richie Coy on pit road, Brian Dixon on pit road. They could not make it.
Oh, wow.
But down the back stretch and head into turn 3, it looks like the 28 of Bob Fitzpatrick is going to have no problem getting it done here through 3 and 4. His first win in 2025D. It's going to be Bob Fitzpatrick Jr. winning at Chicagoland.
Well, I kind of had a feeling earlier on, and we're going to have to watch this guy because he likes to do this.
It's going to be Nick Alford in second, Fetter Place, Harrison, and Tim Wortman comes back to finish 5th after coming down to take that pit stop. Richie Coy and Brian Dixon unfortunately had to stop there on the last lap.
I don't even know if they're going to finish on the lead lap, to be honest.
I'm not sure if they're going to get around here or not. Let's see. I don't think so.
Be careful. There's a guy who's got gas to do a burnout out there.
Brian Dixon's got to come around and take his finish as well. He stops. Let him again.
It does look like Richie did make it. I don't know.
He stopped.
Well, no, I'm saying, but it looks like he did make it on the lead lap, although he's shown 47 seconds, so maybe my scoring pylon's messed up. He did not make the lead lap with that pit stop.
Well, let's look at our race results here. We'll confirm everything here as Bob Fitzpatrick takes home the win here tonight at Chicagoland with a fuel strategy, a fuel conservation run. I tell you, if you want to save fuel, you want to ride with the 28 of Fitzpatrick Jr. We've seen this out of this guy before. Nick Alford does the same thing. He finishes in second. I think he was running out coming across the line. He barely holds off his teammate Brandon Fetterplace in third. Tyler Harrison up in fourth. Tim Wortman with that pit stop comes back to finish 5th. You got Jamie Knopf after the spin coming down pit road, rebounds to a 6th place spot. It's right where he started, so a great rebound for him. Nick King finishes up in 7th spot in the number 29. 8th place for the 19 of Richie Coy. 9th for Brian Dixon, and Ryan Huff holds off for a top 10 finish. Then you have James Torrey, Wayne Grassi, Parker Johnson, Trevor Keith, and J.C. Evans, your top 15.
All right, then we got Papa Fitz, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., 16th, Louis Meglin, 17th, Julio Villalobos, 18th, Justice Murphy, 19th, Trevor Earhart, 20th, Shad Kern, 21st, Carter Linz, 22nd, Mason Hoffner, 23rd, Jonathan Atkins, 24th, Matthew Robinson, 25th, Victor Fluger, 26th, Lane Allen, 27th, Kevin Ruff, 28th, T.J. Bartelt, 29th, Wyatt Huntley, 30th, Ben Tracy, 31, and Alexander Hodge, 32.
All right, well.
Exciting race.
It was. It was a nail biter there to the end for the fuel mileage.
They do it to us every week, it seems like. There's always something.
I didn't think they could do it, but they did it. No surprise there. But when we come back, we'll talk to our top 3 finishers, see how they did it, see what they saw out there on the track, and get their take for tonight's Chicagoland 250. We'll do all that on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here at Chicagoland Speedway, finishing up the Chicagoland 250 for the Victory Fuel Cup Series here on Full Throttle Television. We're going to kick it over to our post-race show. Our post-race show is sponsored by Victory Fuel. Remember to go to drinkvictory.com, use code FTSR for 10% off your order. Get you some cool stuff there. Get you some Victory Fuel as well. Great product, great people. You definitely want to support them. Drinkvictory.com, code FTSR for 10% off. Let's see if we can talk to our top three finishers. Let's see our third place finisher here. None other than the 34, Brandon Fetterplace. Brandon, man, congratulations. Third place finish tonight. It was an interesting one for sure there. Fuel strategy at the end, but a lot of loose cards at the beginning, man. How was your night?
Well, it's another interesting race, to say the least. That was it's a lot of people that I guess were not able to handle what the car was going to give them tonight. And so, I was a little nervous starting in the back. But like I said, this is a learning season for me. So I'm just trying to get better. And so starting in the back there, I somehow found my way in 10th while cars were sliding and spinning all over the place. And, the race was up and down for me, really. I mean, I felt good in the car. We had a really fast car tonight. So, it was just unfortunate there at the end.
I got to ask you too. The question that's on all of our minds is what happened there off turn 4. It looked really odd. It looked like the car took a set to the left and went through the grass, but it didn't look loose. It looked like you had it under control and it just went left.
I just had my first ever screen freeze.
Oh.
So all of my screens froze coming out of 4, and I just held the wheel where it was at, and I felt like I bounced off the wall. And I tried to key up real fast and say, "Hey, I froze," and then everything came back as I was in the middle of the infield, which sucks. I mean, it really just irritates me because I was going to make it. I have a feeling that I was going to win that race. I felt really good about that. I was right on the money. It would have definitely been very different there, I think, at the end.
Yeah, I just got to be. I know I laugh, and you really can't do anything but laugh at this point. But it's got to be frustrating because I do. You were in position there. If you could make that run at the end, you had plenty of space between you and the eventual winner, Fitzpatrick there. But yeah, I knew something weird had to happen because you weren't loose. It didn't break loose or anything. It just cut left, and it was just I knew something weird had happened there. So that kind of makes sense. That's unfortunate, but.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? That's my first ever one, so hopefully that was just a fluke, and we don't have that happen again.
Yeah, so I mean, talk about we looked up real quick earlier on in the race, and you had already cracked the top 10. So kind of, you talked about the obstacle course that was out there. Just talk about working. Like you said, you're working on kind of working your way through traffic. What you experienced out there?
The air is so bad in the pack, so you really had to point the car away from the people in front of you, which was really hard to do at times. And if you couldn't do it, like if you were just stuck in dirty air, you had to lift more and not charge so much to the front. So, it was definitely a learning experience tonight. I think I got Richie loose there in the middle of the race. I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to stay underneath of him so I could keep air to the nose of my car, and I about wrecked both of us. So we that's definitely not. I'd rather beat him fair and square and not try to wreck him for it. But
Yeah, well, it looked like an entertaining race. Like I said, I had a little bit of everything out there. We had the short runs at the beginning. We had a couple of cautions you had to work through, and at the end of the day, it comes down to fuel strategy and another strategy race there at the end. So I got to say, man, congratulations! So it's a solid third place finish again. You got those solid runs coming to you. It's going to be good for points, and definitely going to be a contender the rest of the season. So I'm going to hand you the mic there, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Thank you. First and foremost, as always, thanks to Hot Lap Heroes, the best team out here. Love working with these guys. Thanks to Premier for the awesome setups. Working with them, being a house driver is just so awesome. They give me these fast sets every week to race. So hats off to them. Thanks to y'all for the broadcast. Thanks to everyone who watches, all the sponsors, everyone who makes this happen every week, and we'll go get them next week.
All right. Well, there's your third place finisher, Brandon Fetter plays. Brandon, we'll see you next week. Where are we going next week? Auto Club. That should be a lot of fun. So we'll see you out there.
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll see you.
See ya.
Third place finisher, Brandon Fetter place, coming home right behind his teammate and Nick Alford, our points leader, who has another solid finish. I think, Tony, you're standing down there with Nick Alford in number 98.
Nick, well, you come into the race in the points lead. I don't know if 100% if you're still there, but you had a great race tonight. I mean, coming in second. I mean, you didn't get the trophy, but you're still able to kind of maintain that points position. How was your race tonight? Obviously, saving a little bit, right?
Oh, a lot of it. Yeah, I hate that it turned into a field mileage race. One, because of Junior is like the king of saving. I hate that for me, but it is what it is. We kind of started doing it at the same exact time, and he had a little bit of help longer than I did, and was able to save a little bit more. But yeah, it was a good race. I hate the kind of racing that these kind of tracks put on, just because it turns into a kind of a wreck fest pretty quick. But we ended up cleaning it up, I think, towards the end there.
Well, yeah, it was a little rough early on, and I mean, I don't know, you were running pretty good battles, and you're fighting for the lead there a few times as well. So, I mean, you kind of stayed up front, you stayed out of trouble, and saved as much as you needed to save. I mean, you didn't really have any pressure from behind you, and yeah, unfortunately, we all know that Robert. He's got like a 1-inch fuel line, or maybe he's got a spare tank somewhere in there. But yeah, he's out there coasting. It looked like, yeah. So, all right. Well, the floor is yours. Thank who you need to thank.
Yeah, thanks to the Hot Lap Heroes. Teams always helping each other and communicating really well. Precision Speed Solutions for, again, really competitive, fast setups at a pretty reasonable price if you're looking into getting setups. So, other than that, thanks to y'all for putting this thing on.
All right. Well, good luck. Hopefully, yeah, we'll see you next week. You can continue out the lead. Like I say, I don't know 100% if you've still got it, but it was pretty tight there. So
I'm looking at it right now. Me and Harrison are tied.
So. Oh, you are? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it got real close.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to make next week pretty interesting. So congrats again on second, and yeah, we'll see you next week, man.
All right, buddy.
All right. I think we have our fuel mileage saver, Bob Fitzpatrick. Are you with him, Brody?
I'm down here in Victory Lane with Bob Fitzpatrick. Bob, congratulations once again on the win. Another fuel mileage race and another win for the number 28. I'm still getting used to the new number, but man, congratulations. Another win out there. When it comes to fuel mileage, you want to ride with Bob.
Yeah, I love these type of races, especially this Chicagoland is my favorite track.
Well, it looked like you had a really fast car out there regardless. Early on, you were leading out there racing with Tim Wortman and some of the other guys out there, Nick Alford, Fetter Place. Like you had a really fast car regardless, but there at the end, we were wondering when we took off there, you kind of went backwards. I was like, well, I thought something was wrong with the car, but there was a plan in play.
Yeah, I knew that's what you guys were thinking. I was like, I bet you they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking right now. No, yeah, I honestly was not. I was shocked that I had the speed because the officials, what was it, 2 weeks ago or whatever, I had zero speed. But I don't know what happened in the last 2 weeks, but this thing was just lit up today.
Yeah,
That
well,
clean air is ridiculous too.
yeah, and that's something that a lot of the guys are talking about is about the air behind and in front. It's a really a playmaker out there. But man, yeah. So again, I don't. How many laps did you make it there at the end?
I think it was 67, 68. No, I don't remember. 63 or something. I don't remember.
Well, it
It was just, we had to save. I was actually good for another lap and a half, but
well, obviously by the burnouts we could kind of tell.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
it was not even that close.
yeah.
You definitely got the fuel mileage stuff figured out. As Nick was even saying there in his interview before that you definitely have that stuff figured out for sure, man. But again, a fast car tonight too. You led early on there as well. Was able to grab the stage win there, or did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did. So there you go. And so I mean, the car was fast, and you just adjusted to what you need to do with the fuel mileage, and it worked out too. I gotta pass it to Tony though, and let Tony give some input.
Well, congratulations, first of all. Yeah, it was awesome fuel mileage. I kind of had an inkling, so yeah, we're on to you. There's no doubt there. We know
Well,
what you're
Tony
all about.
was. I'll admit that I wasn't completely on board that you could make it, but Tony definitely was saying, "No, he'll be fine."
I do have a question though, because I mean, you came into the pits, I don't know, maybe midway into the race, way before pit stops were even a thing, and you did get tires, and you had like 20 lap fresher tires than the competitors, and you were just kind of out there just riding. We were waiting for you to really, lengthen your lead there, but then eventually Tim got by you. So were you just toying with him at that point, or you're just thinking long game at that point? I don't know. I just we figured you had at least what 15 lap fresher tires, 50, maybe even 20 lap fresher tires in that group.
I think those weren't good laps though. You know what I mean? Because there was three quick cautions we had. So I probably pit a little early, and I was trying to keep them close behind me for that run,
Okay.
and because I don't want to burn him up and get out there and then I'm not have anything when he gets back to me. I was trying to keep him close behind me, but he honestly that last caution that it saved me because I was done. I didn't have anything for him. He would have took off.
Well, that's kind of what I assumed. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you were kind of toying with him a little bit. Yeah, not getting too far out. Yeah, we
Yeah, they
know
kind of bit me.
you. Well, we knew you save, and yeah, believe me, I think Brody's going to be. Next time we see this guy falling back through the field, dramatically, it's all part of the plan.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna call it out next time. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I've doubted too many times and lost too many times.
Nope. My secrets.
Well, your dad was doing pretty good out there today
Man,
too. Unfortunately,
yeah.
that restart kind of killed him. But I don't know. Are you teaching him a trick or two here and there? He was looking pretty
Yeah,
good.
I asked him. I said, "Hey, who's over at your house right now driving that thing?" But no, he honestly was doing really good, and I feel so bad because I think he hit that white line on a restart, and it just
Yeah.
with a little bit older tires, and it just kind of stepped out at him,
No.
But
Yeah.
he was doing good.
All
He
right.
felt good. He was talking about it.
He was. He was doing really well. Got some stage points there. I think he finished sixth
Yeah.
or seventh in the stage, and so he was up there.
Yeah, tough break for the whole team except for me, I guess. But
Yeah. Yeah, it was a tough night, I guess, for the whole. Maybe you can buy him lunch or something. I don't know. Anyway, man, hey, congratulations once again. Another win, another fuel mileage race, and man, you just figure out in different ways to win these things every week, man. So congrats. I'm going to throw you the mic, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
yeah, shout out to you guys. Putting on a good show. Love watching it, even when I can't make it because of work or something. But yeah, and then the team, we putting in the work, and then everybody watching, and then the wife will let me do it.
All right. Well, there's your winner tonight. The 3 of Bob Fitzpatrick, or sorry, the 28 of Bob Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's going to take me a minute. Getting it done again tonight here at Chicagoland. Bob, congratulations. We'll see you next week as we head to Auto Club.
So yeah.
All right, there's your winner. Bob Fitzpatrick getting it done. And he finds different ways to win every week, man. He's got a fast car. Oh, that's fine. I need to back it off a little bit and make it on fuel. He's got a, things change. Let me pick it back up. He has all the tools in his toolbox, it seems like.
Well, I almost want to say he's like shady because he's almost like
Slim Shady.
Yeah, like Secret Squirrel, with some of his little techniques. But man, you can't argue with results.
Well, I think it's secrets out.
Yeah, right.
The field sees it, and you see some of them trying to adjust to it. I think Brandon Fetterplace, though, has got to be heartbroken, though. He was in the catbird seat there at the end. He had a big enough lead on he still finished third, even though he had that issue off turn 4. He had enough of a lead on Fitzpatrick. It would be hard for Bob to chase him down. I feel like he was in contention there. He had that issue. You saw the 48 spin coming to pit road. He had a tough night. A lot of heartbreck out there.
Wortman did pretty good too. And
right.
Unfortunately, I think he pitted too early. I think that was his downfall.
Yeah, Wortman was had to come to pit road there and couldn't make up the time he needed. So definitely, it just shuffled around there at the end and fell right back in the lap of Bob Fitzpatrick. Go figure. With that fuel mileage, man. Well, next week we've got another exciting one as we had at Auto Club Speedway, the Auto Club 250 for the Victory Fuel Cup Series. That should be a lot of fun. That's a fun track. Another track where you can work all over the track. It's going to be kind of an unknown after the update for iRacing this week.
True.
Looking forward to seeing what these guys can come up with for sure. You can watch all the action here live on Full Throttle Television. Monday nights, 9 p.m. every Monday night here on Full Throttle TV. We'll be covering the action for the Victory Fuel Cup Series. But that's going to do it for us here at Chicagoland Speedway. Bob Fitzpatrick, your winner tonight. So for everybody at Full Throttle Television, for Tony Solari, my name's Brady Hanna. Thanks for watching along with us. Hope you enjoyed it like we did, and we'll see you next week at Auto Club.